Max?
I don't know.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
That's kind of creepy. I don't think I'd want something
And
like
she
that.
was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Skeleton of Colombian mammoth, Mammothus columbii. Specimen estimated to be 15,000 years old. It was recovered from the La Beira tar pits in 1981. Donated to Otterwood National Park in 1998. The Colombian mammoth became Washington State fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Let's go Bucktooth Charlie. So those aren't actually teeth. Tusks. Come out of the nose.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No one know. Probably do need sleep though.
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
This isn't a joke. This is real, and there's something spooky going on.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
What happened to that poor puppy?
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know. I just don't want any trouble.
Right.
Poor puppy. Poor puppy.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air.
Yes.
A guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You That's just crazy talk, Al. Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a guy. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again. Achoo!
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission.
It's just dust, Barry. So fuck you
Wanna know
for.
where you can shove that flashlight?
So Barry, fuck you for making me remember the movie Deliverance. That was horrible. So far I've only really met people that either have no opinion about me or love me. Any that hate me. Good here.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha ha! Thank you. I'll sit here in the dark till you come back, or until I get eaten by a grue.
Needs more legs in that place then. That's funny though. Oh man, outside has a hot tub too? That's fucking wicked. That's cool. And now I want to stay at one of these cabins. That sounds awesome. This ain't even a well. Nice slender there. They still wouldn't mind going to this cabin.
I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Lock the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Allan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
Screw you too, Barry. Don't believe me.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had
That was a
called me
misinput.
right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
They're about to have several tons of lead in them. Damn birds.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
No. Creepy, creepy. I don't like it. someone went nuts in here.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come the guy, and quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
That was very confusing. And the TV's bulletproof.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page."
Please tell me nothing happens to the puppy. I like the puppy. It's number one rule, you don't hurt the puppy. Don't feed wildlife, $100 penalty. Does it mean not hand feeding? Can I like put just some deer feed on the ground somewhere? No? Okay.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
It's a grandeur who can be content and keep you warm at night. Someone that loves you for you. That's all you need. Someone that will bring the best out of both of you. That hurt immensely. That also hurt immensely.
vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Damn.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Help me!
Run faster, damn it.
Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help! Back here.
Oh shit.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Alright guys, save Rusty. Save Rusty, save Rusty.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights
Bastard.
back on.
Rusty!
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
I just need hunting licenses.
You bastards!
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
Is only permitted
for those
visitors.
who purchase a park. Obey
The park ranger's instructions.
at all times.
Rusty?
Rusty, no!
Nothing closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approached any other closer than
25 yards.
pets must be leashed.
At all times.
Never leave your pet.
And unattended.
It is
Against the law.
Don't.
to remove any
Natural objects.
or historical artifacts from
Damn
the
it.
park.
I don't want to kill you, Rusty. Fuck off.
That includes even
Rocks.
you obey. Or even simple berries.
Damn it, I didn't want to kill Rusty. There's the doggy.
What the hell was that? I saw from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
No. It's kind of sad.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
This cave was the site of a frequent and lucrative bootlegger activity throughout the Prohibition 1919 to 1933. It was mostly used for temporary storage of alcohol smuggled from Canada, but at times alcohol was also distilled on the premise. The flare gun for the win. So yeah, all the hikers kinda just went nuts. It's the darkness, I guess.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Okay, so safe here. Bang, bang, boom. Followed by lightning in 1937. This is especially tall Rocky Mountain Douglas fir. I'm pronouncing that. It's over 200 years old according to the local legends. It stretched beyond the stars after it fell. It was measured to be 66 meters tall, nearly a record length. That would be a pretty fucking big tree. Ow! Bastard. There we go, light.